Some of them are pretty obvious. What are some bad things that happen? Just open discussion. Anybody can say. Just tell me any, or from any experience. Good things, bad things. Start with the bad. What are some of the bad things? Any? One lady not focused. He always stay on his computer. Okay, not focused. People are on computers, right? We say, yeah, there's something like 80, they say 60 or 80% of people do other work. Try to multitask, and we know multitasking does not work, right? It's a myth. You cannot do two things at one time. Okay, next Ann has something.
I think most people don't prepare.
All right. All right, nobody's prepared. Nobody has any idea. They just have a meeting, say, oh, okay, let's come up with some ideas. Who has ideas? No, what? No, not unprepared, no agenda, no topics, nothing, right? Just show up. Now, I've been to hundreds like that. Yeah, I worked in Fortune 100 management positions for companies for many years. Hundreds and hundreds of meetings, maybe thousands. Okay, what else?
No specific goals and no clear roles and responsibility for all the persons participating in the meeting.
Okay, all right, excellent. No clear goals and no clear roles and responsibilities. No one really knew who was doing what, right? They just kind of said, okay, let's open it up. I know we've all been to meetings like that, right? Okay, who has ideas? All right, what else?
For me, there was someone when he's talking about something.
Okay, all right. Not interrupting other people, so everybody, it was just kind of chaos, right? Everybody's jumping in. Okay, what else? Anybody else? Okay. Now, what are some good things? Well, it's the opposite of bad things, right? But what else? What are some good things that we can do? What can we do? Kind of the opposite. Some of them will be the opposite of that, and then you can add some others. What else? What are some good things? What about good meetings? What are good meetings have? Okay, in the meeting on time, right? Good point. So we have that Microsoft Outlook. People go in there, they pick 60 minutes because it's in Microsoft Outlook. But they finish the meeting in 45 minutes. And, sometimes they just stay there for the extra 15 minutes. So I just read a meeting yesterday, a big company, it was like General Electric or something. They have something like 6,000 steering committees that their job had been over a long, long time. And they were still having these, they're called steering committees. There are these committees, there were hundreds of them, and they found out, or like 1,000. They were having them for years and years, but their job was done. But they were still having these committee meetings. It's a big company like General Electric. Okay. All right, so very good. All right, what else? Good meetings. What are good meetings? No, you've been to some good meetings. You've held some good meetings. Right? What else is good? What could be good? Good meeting. You can say the opposite of what you said to that meeting, right? There was no clear goal, so there is a clear goal, will be the good thing. Right? There's a clear objective. Here, let me give you a few. Clear objective, right? Clear agenda. What else? You want to know what the purpose is of the meeting. What is the purpose? So I want to go back to what's the purpose? Is it a creative meeting? If we're there to brainstorm, do we have a plan to brainstorm? And if so, are we going to make a decision? Now, brainstorming meetings are great, but they may just be to get the ideas. But we want to know, are we actually going to make a decision? And then are we going to plan the meeting? Are we going to implement it? And are we going to have a roadmap to actually do it? Okay? So we want to know what type of meeting it is. What is the objective? What are the roles? Right. Now I'm going to let you guys, you have the opportunity to do this. I explained to some of you before, the leaders, I want you to stand up. One person talks at a time. The leader will stand back here. Okay, they will write down the goals, roles, process, and interpersonal. Now, it's best to go one person at a time. So we're going to do this for 10 minutes. You have the forms in your book. So we have 2 pages. The first page is GRPI, and the second page has the phrases that you're actually going to use to open and close the meeting. So write down like 3 phrases. Write down 3 phrases to open the meeting and 3 phrases to close the meeting. Okay. And you can also write down, if you want to clarify a point, you know, may I just ask you to repeat that? Or, I'm sorry, I didn't catch that. Could I ask you to repeat that? Or, could you just elaborate on that a little bit? You can ask people also, can you just say that in a different way? Could you say that in a different way? That's clarifying. We can use the word just. Just is a softening word. Could I just ask you to say that again? Or could I just have you clarify that point? You know, could, would, should. These are like softening words. Just. Okay, so I'm going to let you guys start. Follow the rules. Stand up. Leader stands up. One person talks at a time. Leaders, you want to assign the other roles, which are narrator, moderator, leader. In this case, will be the colleague. Later, for negotiations, it will be the vendor. And I'm going to explain each one of these. So the leader wants to assign this role. Narrator. This might be a little different than what you've done. The narrator is just going to tell the background. Okay, so they're going to tell the story. Like if you've seen in a theater or a movie, the narrator comes on and says, we are here in the boardroom. We are waiting for the meeting to begin. It's Tuesday. It's 3 p.m. We are assembled here and we're going to discuss the new customer service manual, and our leader is ready to begin. That's the narrator, okay? Narrator. So, for instance, Sue Lynn's our leader. You would assign one of the others. You can determine through your process how you want to do that, or not assign, but maybe it's you guys through consensus, or you decide how they will receive the role of narrator. All right. Then we have the leader, which everyone knows who they are. The moderator is going to keep things moving. They can say, and they can also give some suggestions. Maybe you could just say this, or I think it's time to move on to the next item, or I think that's off topic. Perhaps we could get back on topic. So that's the moderator, all right? And then the colleague is going to be a participant in the meeting. So that could be, you could say coworker, colleague. You're participating in the meeting. All right? So you may have something to say, you may have some input, whatever you guys decide your role is, okay? It's up to you. You can decide. And here I wrote down a few more descriptions. The narrator tells the background of the story. For example, we're here in the boardroom. The key participants are assembled to discuss the new customer service training manual. It is Tuesday at 3 p.m. and the leader's ready to begin. You'll add more to it. I just put one sentence, okay? So you're actually going to say this. The narrator will stand up and they will actually say this. You're going to be doing a self-play. Okay? I like to call it self-play, like role play. You're actually doing it. You're not just talking about it. The moderator, again, keeps everyone on track, maintains the time. They can give suggestions, and at the end, I'd like the moderator to give some feedback. You know, what they think could have been done better. All right? All right. And then the colleague. In this case, it's a colleague. Later, when we do negotiations, it's the vendor. You're negotiating with the software vendor. In this case, for the meeting, it's a colleague or coworker. Okay? So they might be objecting. You know, they might say, you know, that deadline is a little aggressive based on the current resources, or, you know, they think they cannot get this done, and then you need to, you know, overcome that objection. All right? Any questions? Ready to begin? Okay, let's go. So leaders, you know who you are. Stand up at the easels. So let's have our leaders come back here. And you guys are going to come back here. You can discuss a little bit first, but then I want to have the leaders come up and write down what everyone is saying. And everyone else, write it down in your forms. So everybody write it, not just one person. Let's have everybody write it in your own words, and then later you can compare. But let's have everybody write down with the leader directing. Does that make sense? Has everybody got it? Okay. Any questions? Okay, well, this part's going to last 10 minutes. 10 minutes, okay? Then you're going to have another 15 minutes to hold the meeting. Yeah, any question? I'll come around. If you guys have any questions, just let me know. Yeah. Hold a discussion and say, you know, what is the goal? What is the goal of this meeting? Or why are we here? Why are we having the meeting? Why are we? Why does this team even exist? And then what are the roles? Who's going to say what? What is their topic? How long are they going to talk? Maybe you say Stephanie's going to talk for 10 minutes, and she's going to bring solutions, not problems. Stephanie's going to bring 3 solutions to the customer service, you know, maybe a new CRM system or something. So Stephanie's talked to 3 vendors. She's going to bring 3 solutions.
So you need to find a topic of that also.
Yeah, you guys find the topic by yourselves for the first one. Okay. It can be customer service. It can be sales. Everyone got that? You guys will come up with your own topic for the first one. Could be customer service, could be sales, QA, and you just say who's going to do what, why, kind of like who, what, when, where, why, how.
So we need to find.
Yeah, there's an agenda sample, but first we want to go through this. Oh, I see, right. You can pick one of those, or you can do one of your own. Customer service, sales. So you could do one of these. So you could decide maybe we have 2 salespeople, 2 sales consultants. So maybe you can yeah, you can choose your own topic. So
Customer issue, technical issue, but technical issue.
yeah, because the leader's going to determine. So the leaders, first pick one. So let's say maybe you're going to do sales. So you guys pick
technical service. Yes.
And then leader, Naomi's the leader, right? So you say, okay, we're going to have a sales meeting. Then Naomi stands up and starts talking about what are you going to do with that sales meeting? Why are we having it? What's the purpose? Who's going to be there? How long will they talk? How are we going to solve problems in this meeting? So you write all this down. So stand up here. The blue. You guys are going to be the blue team. That's the red team. This is the green team.
So you will be the.
So first you just pick one quickly. Just say, okay, salesman. It's in 2 years. And then Naomi comes up here and you ask them to say, and you give me your idea of a goal. And you say, Arvin, give me your idea of who should be there.
So you will.
Say, Duncan, give me more idea. Do you think anyone else should be in this meeting? meetings, and then you ask. So I say, what kind of process do you think we should follow? Should it be consensus, or should you vote on it? So you just pick something like a sales, what would be a good idea? Sales, what? Sales.
So I think try to keep simple, just whatever age, all the customers.
Naomi? Naomi, right?
Information within 3 days.
Okay, you may want to do, okay, can you do one about, what's the topic for procurement? What's, yeah, so you guys could do it on procurement. What do you think about that? All right, okay.
Can I open?
And as soon as you decide, you could
Because the lady will get you.
okay.
Also,
Okay, let's see. What's going to be your topic? Green tea. Okay, new product. Okay, so later, come up here and just go around, and it's great to just get input from everybody, one by one, and then later you can discuss it. But get everyone's input. Say, Jesse, who do you think should be at this meeting?
so if you share,
Yeah. So who's the leader? Well, you would do that. I'm just giving you an example. So you, Shailin's the leader. So you stand up here and you start asking. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So
There you go.
let's see over.
Yeah.
So now we write down the goal.
Yeah. Okay, say that and say, is that right? You say, is that right? You know, so get everyone's feedback. So you go around. Jesse, do you understand that to be correct? Repeat. Jonathan, anyone, did anyone hear that differently? Or did anyone think it's different? Then you go around. Who do you think should be? Yeah, you go through and then each person. Jesse, who do you
We
think
will decide the topic will be a short term combination. Yes.
Jonathan, who do you think should be at this meeting? And then you go one by one for each section to get their input. And then you write it down. Does that make sense? Yeah. Yeah, who should do what? So this is a sales meeting about, let's write that down. What is it about again? Write that. Okay.
Just bullet.
So here,
Goal should be one.
the goal is to define
Confirmation. 2 days.
我不需要贷款。
okay.
对不起，
All
我
right.
不需要。
Confirmation for new. Okay. Well, you can get everyone's, and then you guys can discuss. Say, is this more like the goal, or is this more like the goal? You guys.
It's truly beauty. I involved Stan case one time.
Okay. And so you agree? Jesse, and your wife?
And we need to
But I'd like to get your input. Why you feel this is
How
the
to
goal?
resolve
Would
this
you like to
problem?
add something to that? You can say, Jonathan, I'd like to get your input. I haven't heard from you.
First one.
Yeah, we get you agree? Is this you agree with what Bruce is saying? Go around that way, make sure everybody's not there.
Issue identification.
Okay.
Then you guys do that. Find the short-term, find the content, short-term solution.
Expense process prepare for new product launch. How about you, Jonathan?
Customers.
Do you agree?
I'm thinking.
Okay, prepare for new product launch. Okay. Good.
Okay.
Training is part of preparation. Yeah.
Okay. So customer service, you should prepare for this past 3 days.
And then the road.
And And you want to get everyone
what kind of roles should be within the meeting for this, in order to achieve this goal.
And then
What kind of roles should be there? Like, we need
this meeting
like
and why.
identify the trainer.
Go around.
The role should be like
Okay, good.
identify a product manager for this new product.
Most defines the role, our role in this meeting. For example, like you are the leadership leader and maybe just the title.
Narrator or 那个
Or we should say, what kind of role should be included in this meeting?
David
Like the trainer, and we need trainer for
David
product, and we need
David
Sales target.
prepare.
they have question about the law.
Yeah, we have a little bit confused about the role.
Yeah, who should be there and why? And not just they're there to listen, but they have an active role. So they have some knowledge. They can bring some solution about this new, related to the new product launch.
The roles like the roles for everyone here, or the roles for people who need to attend in this meeting.
Yeah, the people who need to attend the meeting. Yeah, and then also your roles as well, because you're going to play the roles in the meeting. So you can play more than one role. So you might play two, but you can just play one to get the practice to practice. But you can say you can just pick a few. It's better just pick the roles you'll play and also the roles of who will be there. But you don't have to list everybody. You could list like 4 good roles and why they need to be there. It's more the process of doing it, more for practice. So, why are they there? Who are they? And then how long will they talk? What are they going to talk about? And why should they be there? Does that make sense?
I don't understand.
So it's, let's see, it's
But law mean
Or maybe I say like
the responsibility in the meeting
who is
or
the
after
product
the
manager?
well, yeah, it would be, well, both really, because we're applying your GRPI to the meeting process. So,
Q&A.
yeah, what is their role? They're going to come to the meeting, and what are they going to do? Why are they at the meeting? So we'll just stick with the meeting for now. And there may be other people after the meeting, yeah, later. But who will be in the meeting? We'll apply it just to the meeting.
so role is like narrator, operator.
Well, that's going to be the person that stands up and talks about for the meeting. This is going to be the people who are going to talk about the product launch.
You are the PA, your job is to
So-
prepare the meeting material.
Yeah, the narrator, then they're going to be telling just like the story of what's going on. And then in the actual meeting, so the leader may need to kind of play out, say, we have here the president, was it product manager?
Product
We
manager.
have this person here, we have this person here.
Your role will be like, what kind of target. So she is the sales that.
Oh, that's yours, and I'll come back.
You are, like you're like sales. So your function, your role will be like to what? To intro.
Maybe just update some market. Who's going to be in this meeting? Why are they there? What will they talk about? And how can they bring
Normally in
solutions,
this,
not problems?
when our company is going to have a new product.
So a lot of times people bring problems to
Sales
the
will
meeting.
need to.
But they can be doing some homework, they can be doing some research before the meeting. So the meeting